If you think you are lucky, then most likely you're going to feel lucky. You're going to create and attract more luck into your life. And that's just, of course, a perception, right? That's just your perception. Let's get you some guidance for today's aspect. It's June 20th and the sun is entering Cancer for about a month. It is the summer solstice. So of course we'll see what the cards have to give and the guidance for today. You may be seeing this because this energy is particularly or specifically affecting you and your placements, or maybe you just need a message for the summer. So I'll read the little blurb from astrology.com. It says, celebrate the longest day of the year with your loved ones. It's the ideal time for a backyard barbecue or pool party. As the sun shines in Cancer for the next 4 weeks, we'll feel imaginative and compassionate, though emotions may run deep, leading to moments of moodiness. Interesting. Let's see what the cards have to give us here. Okay. So first, the Oracle, Aventurine, create your own luck. Take a look at that beautiful green stone, heart-centered energy for sure, always coming from a green aventurine stone. This is about making it your own, is how they're saying it, making it your own. So that may be making the summer season your own. Of course, Cancer energy is going to be quite emotional usually. So you may have some really amazing emotions coming through with a green aventurine to pull off of, but we'll see what the tarot has to say, of course. If you've got a green aventurine lying around, or you have it as part of like your jewelry, you may want to wear it here this season. Again, the next 4 weeks. If you're interested in guidance that is very detailed for the summer season, I do offer that, and I'll leave that in the link below for you. It's a pick a card. Okay, let's see what we have for the tarot. We've got the Temperance energy, the King of Pentacles in the female expression. So in this deck, kings are masculine and feminine, depicted in both ways, as well as the Emperor. So feminine expression of the King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So as the sun is entering Cancer, we have this beautiful Temperance energy showing up first there for us. The Temperance card is a card that asks you to, they're saying, go in peace, which is lovely. You can see that she has a beautiful red umbrella there in this depiction. And I feel like she's being protected, guided. You may be shaded a bit here, and I mean that in a good way. The energy of the Temperance card is always about trying to figure out the right balance, to figure out what it is that you can, they're saying, give, and what it is that you can take. So there's this sense of wanting to alchemize the energy is what I'm getting from this today. Interesting. I also think it has to do with the two other cards that we have here. So let's just dig into those a bit as well. Creating your own luck with a King of Pentacles in a feminine expression. This is telling me that it's important for you to notice what it is that is already fortunate or lucky in your life. The King of Pentacles is a very positive and abundant energy. It's the master of the suit. And in feminine expression, this feels like, you know, what kind of dreams are you creating in your own life? This is a very physical and abundant card. There's this sense of already having it and being able to multiply it. So with the green aventurine, we really can multiply your fortune or your prosperity or your abundance or your material wealth. There's a chance to be able to do that. However, with the Temperance energy, it just feels like we're not overdoing. We're having enough time to rest, and we're having enough time to play. We're having enough time to work, and we're having enough time to enjoy what your work provides you, right, on the physical plane. So these are physical pleasures. And I know that the Cancer energy is speaking about emotions, and I think that's going to be coming in with this Five of Swords here. But I think a lot of the next 4 weeks is going to be the give and take, like Spirit was saying. Understanding you're creating your own luck, and the way that you look at things is going to be extremely important. But with this beautiful King of Pentacles in the feminine expression, it's like you can bring your dreams to life. There is something that you can work on that's going to be very prosperous. And the way that you think about it is going to be important, and it's going to inform your emotions. With this Five of Swords here, there's something that, needs to be acknowledged. I feel there's this energy of not hiding from those inner thoughts that may be stirring, that are either combative or conflicting, but that may kind of have you digging into something, a piece of yourself, as you can see in this depiction, that may have been cracked or ripped away or damaged in some way. That you start to shift your mind as you're being able to look at it from maybe a new perspective, or in a way of moderation, is how they're saying it. Also, in this depiction, she's got one of her eyes covered, by a blooming, blossoming rose there. So I think there's a way to see something from a brand new perspective, and it's going to then create even more abundance. You may not have to work as hard as you used to with the temperance energy to create more abundance this summer. And I think that however it is that you think about it with the Five of Swords is what's going to affect your emotion. So if you think with this Green Aventurine, if you think you are lucky, then most likely you're going to feel lucky. You're going to create and attract more luck into your life. And that's just, of course, a perception, right? That's just your perception. And sometimes things are difficult and sometimes they're challenging. But here, if we go at it from a place of moderation, where you're trying your best to have this balanced energy, you're going to feel like you're on an abundant path. And this may be the start of it for the next 4 weeks with the summer solstice. Let's see what we have with the chakra energy, just to see where we're getting indication in our core energetic system. Ooh, that was rolling all over the place, but it landed on the 5. The 5 here is your throat chakra. Your throat chakra. The throat chakra energy, place that there for you, is all about opening up to your truth, letting your truth be understood. It's about communication. It's about you understanding what it is that you truly want. So there may be some digging. It's about communication as well. So that 5 of Swords may have things stirring in your mind over the course of the next 4 weeks, right? For the start of summer, asking you to tell yourself the truth. And whatever it is that you're communicating to yourself, you may start to see in your life. So we want to be paying close attention to how it is you're speaking to yourself, and then what it is you're speaking to life, right? If you're just saying, I'm always unlucky, nothing lucky ever happens to me, I'm the most unlucky person I know, that's probably going to start to manifest into your life, or you may see evidence of it. So how you're communicating with yourself and tapping into your own truth is going to matter for the next 4 weeks with the summer energy. It's important to have an abundant thought process. And if you need to shift some of your mindset around certain areas of life, or what it is you want to create and how it is you're going about creating it, I would suggest you do that as well. And we've got a beautiful green energy. In fact, just looking at this combination here, the Green Aventurine coming and connecting to the heart, believing that you have luck available to you, and speaking that to life or owning it as truth with the throat chakra, it's a beautiful combination. Let's close out with a charm here to see what we get. Oh my goodness, yes. And there's the magic wand for you, granting your wishes. A magic wand is a lovely charm to have. It says your wishes are available. They're available to come true. You can most certainly connect to these charms and this setup. Hopefully you can see that. There you go. It's like 3rd time's a try with those charms. The magic wand is about, it's the idea of a fairy godmother energy, right? It's like your dreams can be brought to life. You may be speaking your dreams to life. You may be casting these wishes and spells by how you're communicating, whether you are conscious of it or not. So again, pay very close attention to what it is you feel is true for you. Decide to be your own fairy godmother is what I would say, or godfather, right? And allow those wishes to kind of be absorbed by your energy. Choose to look at the world from a lucky perspective for the next 4 weeks overall. Of course, you may have these days where you don't feel so lucky, but if you can understand that you're in charge of creating your luck, you're in charge of creating your abundance, you're in charge of making those dreams come true. We have a spiritual element to everything and co-creation, but if you don't do anything and you just wish and then you don't do anything, likely your wish isn't going to be made manifest. There's a co-creation process. So own your dreams, own your luck, own your abundance, own your wishes, and don't let your head get the best of you, especially if it's all conflicted about things. One step at a time, balance the energy, try your best to be in a harmonious place with the giving and taking of whatever, whether that's your words or your energy or your emotions or your heart. And I suspect you're going to have a very abundant next 4 weeks. So I hope that this serves you, and thank you for watching.